create a photo album, click on the Insert ribbon and then click on Photo Album. Browse for your photographs by clicking on the File Disk button. Navigate to where your folder of images is saved and double tap to open it up. You can either select random pictures by using your left mouse click and keeping your finger on the control button, or you can select all of your images by either pressing Ctrl and A, or just clicking and dragging a box around the pictures that you want to use, and then press Insert. And then press Create in the next box. That will create you a PowerPoint presentation using an image on each slide. You can either edit the first slide or you can select it and delete it. To add audio, click on the Insert ribbon, and then at the right end click on the Audio button and click on Record Audio. You will need a microphone attached to your computer at this time. Rename the sound, so I'm on slide 1, so I'm just going to call this S1. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to click the red circle to start recording. It'll count me in, and then when I'm finished, I'm going to press the square button to stop recording. Elmer by David McKee. When you've stopped your sound, you can click on the green triangle to play it back. Elmer by David McKee. And if you're happy with it, just press the OK button, and then that will drop a sound file onto your slide. We then need to change the playback settings. The playback settings will appear as a ribbon when you've selected the sound on your slide. So at the top of the screen, click on the playback ribbon, and we're going to change two things. Where on the start, we're going to start automatically, and when the slide is playing, we weren't going to hide the sound button. So I'm going to click on Hide During Show. And then we can test that by pressing either the play button on the bottom right of the screen to start the slideshow, or we can use the keyboard shortcuts. F5 will start your presentation from the first slide, or Shift F5 will start your presentation from the slide that you're currently viewing. So I'm going to press F5 now. Elmer by David McKee. So the slide started and the sound started automatically. So I'm going to press Escape on my keyboard to return back to my PowerPoint. And then what I'll do now is go on to the next slide, and I'll repeat that process and work my way through the PowerPoint. I've now added narration to all the slides I want audio. So what I now need to do is change the page transitions and the page timings. To change the page transitions, I'm going to click on the Transitions ribbon. I see a selection of the common ones along the top. If I click on the little drop down in the bottom right corner of that box, I'll get to see my full selection. So you can click on any of these and you'll get a preview on screen. If you don't like it, then you can just click again and you can change. So because I've created a book here, I'm going to click on the page curl. So that's the one that I want to stick with. And I'm going to use that transition through all of my slides. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to click on Apply to All. And that will apply the page curl transition to every slide in my presentation. The next thing that I need to do is I need to change the page timings, because they're going to be different on each slide. Some of the slides, like the cover slide, is going to be a very short narration, and some of the slides, which has got a lot of text, is going to be longer. So the easiest way to do that is go to the slideshow ribbon and go to Rehearse Timings. As soon as I click on Rehearse Timings, it will start playing the first slide. What I then need to do is either click on the up or the right arrow button or the left mouse click or the space bar to go on to the next slide after I've listened to the audio. So I'm going to click on Rehearse Timings now. Elmer by David McKee. There was once a herd of elephants, elephants young. When you get to the last slide, it'll give you a total time for your presentation and then the option to save these timings. So you press yes. Those timings are now saved within your presentation. If you want to look at them, you can click on Transitions. And then over on the right side of the screen, you'll see in the box there the timing for each slide. So as I go through from my shorter slide to a longer slide, you can see those timings changed. And if you need to make any adjustments, then you can do them manually by clicking in the box there. After testing your PowerPoint, making sure the transition effects work and the audio plays automatically, it's now time to save your PowerPoint and export it as a video. So to save it, we'll do that in the normal way. So we can go to File, you can go to Save or Save As. Browse to where you'd like to save it. Give it a file name. And press Save. You'll know it's saved because your file name will appear at the top of the screen. We now need to export it as a video. So I'm going to go back to File. I'm going to go to Save As, and this time I'm going to change it from being a PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to click on the drop down there and I'm going to select MPEG-4 video and press Save. It will take you back to your PowerPoint slide, but you'll have a progress bar at the bottom of the screen. So don't close your PowerPoint down yet until that progress bar has disappeared. When the bar disappears, go to that file location, and there you'll see your two files. You'll see your PowerPoint and you'll see your video file. So double tap your video file and just test that it plays okay, and then if it plays okay, you're finished. If it doesn't, you might need to make some amendments to your PowerPoint and then export it again.